Most of them, just quarter horses in general, or horses in general. For me, one of the biggest problems I see, and you could see it, this horse wants to do it. He was fit full on the inside toe, which is it's good, because most of them, the foot wants to go out like a banana. A lot of horseshoers don't stand up here and look at it, they just shoe what's on the bottom. A horse is, whether it's a reiner or a roping horse, a jumping horse, whatever, their inside toe on their hind foot is their big toe, like our big toe. That's where they get their leverage. And if you take a dead leg and cut the bones, the pasturing bone, short pasture, long pasture, and cannon bone, right in line with that inside toe is the bone will be thicker, all the way up. It's thicker. And you know, this horse, the way he's standing, if you look at his conformation, it's no different than us. You watch this ice skater, speed skater. They stick that edge of that skin and they push off like this. Edward Martin from Scotland showed me a picture one time of two draft horses pulling a big load, and they're taking off, starting this load. And that's the same thing they're doing. They put their hocks together and they shove with that. They're up on their inside toe. And then he showed me a picture of a jumping horse going over a jump. He's got his hocks shoved together and he's pushing off his inside toe. So if you take, you know, this horse, most quarter horses, that's just the way they want to go. And most of them will be a little high inside. You know, you can see this one's coronary band is that way, and they grow that way. You can get them level, and then it's 5-6 weeks, they're going to be, most of the time they're going to be high inside, because you got, if you look at the skeleton of one of these guys, they're pretty narrow behind. They've got a lot of mass on the outside of that leg, that column. And then you do what he just did, what most of them do, they stand and cock a leg and rest, and they throw all that weight, that hip, over the outside. Well, where there's compression of the coronary band, there's lack of growth. So the outside doesn't grow. It's getting mashed and it flares out, and the inside's getting long, and it just goes with it. You see how much it's turned under, and then you put it over here, and there's a dish right here. So there's a flare. And you see that? And you can see how the foot's going that way. His deal, you know, and you see a lot of guys do it, their deal is for spavins is to widen the outside branch and narrow the inside branch, because the inside sinks and the wide branch gives flotation. And it opens them joints up on the inside and it helps that spavin. Well, if you just trim them, you know, take the inside down, you don't have to do that, you know.
But you got one who's missed that inside toe and ring those hocks, you just fit that fold through there?
Yeah, I'm gonna fit it where the foot, my goal is to fit it where the foot ought to be.
Okay.
And it'll get some of this flare off the outside.
Your trimming guidelines change any front feet, back feet than Mark, or pretty much the same base?
Pretty much the same. Ooh, it's getting muggy now. Now see how much thicker that is right there? But that corresponds with the bones going up the leg. See how thick that is?
Yep.
Now see, if I make that even, you know, it's already, he's already, see how much is missing. I wanted to show you guys something too I forgot on that front foot. The front foot didn't have it, so I couldn't demonstrate it or show you. But something that will get you in trouble, or you'll have struggle with, is sometimes you'll see a front foot, like for the certification or the convention, you'll see a front foot will have a bump right here. But like he has a little bit of one there. But you'll see some front feet will come out here and they'll have a hump right there. And there's no way to fit that with a dime's width and a dime's length without adding too full here. There's no way to fit this with dime's width, dime's length without being tight there. So you just kind of, you know, make it have some symmetry, you know, so you can fit it, have some flow to it. This one's almost that way. You know, see that little straight spot right there, right in front of that hump? If you had to fit that with a Hunter fit, there's no way you could fit that right there with a Hunter fit without being full right there.
Right.
So you just kind of rub that off a little. So I'm gonna go about 12 inches. Heel to heel, and drop 2 inches, because it's 1 inch wide. You know, and like I said before, you take the width of the stock, double it by 2, times it by 2, and that's how much you subtract from the measurement. I'm gonna go off about 1/8 on these. So I'm going to draw the inside a little bit.
End up being about 1.5 inches wider.
Yeah, I'm gonna, when I seed it out here in a minute, it'll get a little bit wider. I like to, because I'll fit this shoe just a hair forward of his foot, toe, and I don't like to, I'll move my nails back a little bit. I'm just using the face of the anvil as my guide. And I'll punch the inside toenail just a little coarser. On my, working on my frog eyes here, a lot of guys I see, you know, the only place it's frog eyed is where you punch the nail. But you watch a lot of guys and they do the whole thing. You know, there's no reason to do between the nail holes because there's nothing there. And all you do is basically enhance your frog eyes. I'm narrowing it up a little bit.
Inside or outside?
Inside.